The Northrop XP-56 Black Bullet is distinctive fighter interceptor prototype from the Northrop Corporation. It is one of the most radical of the experimental aircraft built during World War II. The XP-56 was the brainchild of Jack Northrop, the founder of the Northrop Corporation, who was fascinated by the idea of flying wings and tailless aircraft. He believed that these designs could reduce drag and increase performance, and he had already experimented with several models, such as the N1M and the N9M. In 1939, he proposed a new concept for a fighter plane, based on the N2B model, that would have a short and narrow fuselage, a large wingspan, and a pusher propeller driven by a powerful engine. The plane would also have no horizontal tail, only a small vertical fin, and a heavily glazed cockpit that would give the pilot a great view. The U.S. Army was intrigued by this proposal and ordered a prototype in 1940. However, the XP-56 project faced many challenges and delays. The original engine that Northrop had chosen, the Pratt & Whitney X1800, was canceled, and he had to switch to the Pratt & Whitney R2800, which was bigger and heavier. This required a redesign of the fuselage and the propeller and increased the weight and drag of the plane. The first prototype of the XP-56 was completed in 1943 and made its first flight on September 30th. But the flight was disappointing as the plane suffered from poor stability, control, and performance. The propeller shaft was too flexible and caused vibrations and engine failures. The plane also had a tendency to pitch up and stall and was hard to land. Northrop tried to fix these issues by modifying the second prototype, which had a longer fuselage, a larger fin, and a different propeller. The second prototype flew in 1944 and showed some improvement, but still had many problems. The plane was still unstable, slow, and underpowered, and could not match the performance of conventional fighters. The U.S. Army lost interest in the XP-56 and canceled the project in 1945. The XP-56 was equipped with our 2800 radio engine delivering 2,000 horsepower. It showcased a maximum speed of 465 miles per hour at 25,000 feet, a range of 660 miles, and a service ceiling of 33,000 feet. Its armament consisted of two 20mm cannons and 4 machine guns. The XP-56 was a bold experiment in aviation design, but it was too radical and too ahead of its time. It failed to meet the expectations and the needs of the U.S. Army, and was overshadowed by more successful and practical planes. But it was not a complete waste, as it provided valuable lessons and insights for Northrop and other designers who continued to explore the potential of flying wings and tailless aircraft.